Hello guys, Suzanne here. And now, first up, I have to apologise for the last video. It was it started off okay and ended off okay, but in the middle, when I was trying to do the zooming parts, it wasn't that great. So I've worked out the layout of what I want to do. So what I'm going to do, what I did in the video before, did the stuff in the background. So so what I did between this video and the last video was I actually sewed this down. It was quite hard actually because it's tatting to try and get that down flat, and I've stuck that down with this glue here. So what I want to do, I've got this here, and what I might do, because the backing, these things here, they've actually got iron-on violin, so you can probably iron on some of the things in there. So I've got the layout how I want to go. This was the leftover. I made a couple of these for my autumn one, and I thought, oh well, I might as well use this here because that's the autumn one. And these pieces, this piece here, hopefully it's in camera, at least I know that's going to be, that piece there was ages ago. I had a bag which had all these little bits and pieces cut out, and that's the same with that. So I thought I'm going to actually use some of these. I think that's really pretty. So I've hand stitched all this on. You can't see it, I just did it in this colour here. Now I'm just sort of trying to figure out a bit of a layout of how I want to do things. So what I might do is, got this, that'll do. Okay, what I'm going to do is sew some of these together, and that way I can iron them down. I've sewn the spring and the other one together. This thread you can't see, and that's the whole point. Okay, yeah, I've sewn this one together, and I've got a thread on there, so I'll probably iron that down. Then what I want to do, so that's the bit of the layout that I'm doing. I'm going to sew these two together. So when you've got these, you come up through here like that, and then just get the two bits together. Where's my, there it is. Oh, sometimes this thing just comes straight off. Just checking, yeah, in camera. So what I'm going to do is we've just got the two bits here like that, then you just catch it through. And the beauty of this is you do not have to take out the backing, so you sort of do a stitch that's going to hold it together, and then you do this tiny little slip stitch that holds them together. My little iron is clicking away in the background there. So yeah, I do apologise for the last video. I'm just still getting the hang of zooming in all that. I mean, making videos for goodness knows how long. So I always say it's so frustrating. I've got the creative ability to make stuff, but when it comes to the technology side of it all, I'm not confident at all, which is very frustrating. I mean, I'm not inept, but I'm not not that great. But I'm sure you guys still love me. Now, okay, I'll just sit down, give this a quick sew. So what I'm going to do is just, I might just sew some of these pieces down. All I've done is the joy here, and I've actually tacked that down with this one here, and I do want to go over the crosses with this, which is something that I still need to do. It's a lot of stuff that, you know, I won't be filming a heck of a lot of it. I'll just show you the bits that I need to do and then go off and do it, and then I'll show you more finished bits. So this is a bit of the layout that I want to do. I think this is going to look rather cute, sitting in the middle of my little pieces. Now, okay, so that's finishing that off. So it's been sewn like that. Now, what I do need to do is, okay, so that's going to be there like that. I'm going to get a little bit of glue and just sort of glue stuff down as I need them. I'll be stitching that down, which will hold this piece down too. I quite like that. So I'll just get a bit of cream and stitch that down. Now, a little bit of this, it's going to go there. Then I think that's going to go on there like that. I think I want that to go there. Maybe have that a little lower, like that, because I want the mushroom to sort of come out from there. So I've got to stitch those pieces together, and then those bits are going to be together too. So I'm going to stick that on there. Actually, while I've got the iron and it's clicking away, these are vintage yo-yos that I've got, so that's going to go on there, and that'll go on top of that. Okay, now it can go there. Okay, may tuck that around, I don't know. That's going to go there, and that'll go, once again, give this a bit of an iron. Vintage yo-yos. You can tell they're vintage. See those little bits there? They've been curled under, and they're a lot darker. Okay. Sort of want it to go like that. There we go. So I'm going to get this and hold that on there because it's got the backing, which is going to hold it down. So at least I know that that's going to sit there. And then I will stitch that on. So that summer is holding this yo-yo on there. And then I'm going to use this. I may have to go back over here. Now where's that? Is that going to go here? We'll just see. Definitely going to put that there. The colours just go really well, so I might hold that up there. Oh, once again, we'll just give this a bit of an iron. Some of these old ones are a bit curled up. And then stick that there, make sure that it's straight. There we go. Held that down a little bit. I'll take this off. That's going to be hand sewn on there, and then this bit will be stitched on there. Okay, I know that that's going to go there. Coming on the road with me. Okay, so that'll go there. Now, okay, hold that there. See, this needs to be sewn too. So what I'll do is I'll take these off because they need to be sewn together, and these two need to be sewn together. So they're stuck there. So what I'll do, put the lid on and take out the iron because I don't want that burning anybody, and then I'll proceed to sew this down. So what you do, I've got that little bit of thread that's sort of come out, so I'm gonna, should have done this beforehand. Okay, we come out through there. Now what we're going to do is we are going to pick it up and just grab it and stitch it. And I may even come back over a little bit later with you know, and actually stitch around the top of it with a bit of colour. We'll see how it goes. But at this point, it is just being stitched on. So hopefully I could probably zoom in now. There we go. Have it a little higher. and more in the middle. There we go. Now, and because it's got the iron-on violin behind it, see how it's shiny? It holds it down, which is really good. And all this is just a slip stitch, and this is strong thread that is just picking it up. See my reaction, straight away I go and bring it closer to me, because that's just what you do when you're wanting to sew, to have your hands forward and sew. It just feels a little odd. So very, very thin. I did start to embroider the letters like these, but it just seemed a little thick. Unless I get a little bit thicker, like black thread or something. I was thinking, there's a black thread that I've got here, something a little bit thicker. It's thicker than this, but thinner than maybe a DMC thread. I think a floss, that might be a bit better, because I was trying to do it with the pearl, and it's just too thick. So maybe I'll just get stitch over them with the DMC thread. So when I get to the yo-yo, what I'm going to actually do, I'll show you in a minute. Yeah, I think I will go over the actual thing with a maybe just a running stitch around it. I think that would be nice. So when I get to the yo-yo, what I'll actually do is there we go. It's only just being held on by the corner. So I'll put in a pin. Grab this. Stitch down. And then come up and hold that yo-yo down. I might use some, a button, or do some frilly little bits coming out of the yo-yos. I think they're really cute. I love the way that they're just that little bit faded, and they're antique yo-yos that I bought. So, oop, not so good. I just forgot about the word in. Okay. Oh, see, just as well. Okay. Just as well. There we go. I'd have to undo that. It's good that you see mistakes too. There we go. Hopefully it's not too close. It was underneath it, but I think I'm going to put it a little bit more over to the side. There we go. Okay. There we go. take 2. Okay, so it's just a matter of finding position of where you want your little bits and pieces to go. I've been a bit more, you know, like with the season things, I've been a bit more, you know, this is how you do it, blah blah blah. But this is something that you can personalize to your own taste, and like I said, this is a standalone project. You know, if people want to make something like this themselves without having to do all the season thing, they're able to do it. See, this is a bit of stuff from a previous, this is where it was stuck on to another one. Don't mind having a little bit of the colour, but because I bought a vintage quilt that was 100 little yo-yos that were all stuck together, and I had to you know, like pull it apart so that I could have the individual yo-yos. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm really enjoying using some vintage yo-yos and nice beautiful lace in this piece, because this is something that I'm going to be probably, I showed this to my friend and it's something she said you really probably need to have this in the house rather than in your studio. But I was thinking that I might stick where I was going to put this, I might put my pieces from the collaboration. I noticed that Rachel was putting her piece together. By the time you see this, it would have been a while ago, because this is not going to be aired until July, and I'm doing it a lot earlier than that. So okay, there we go. I got that one because it's got the blues but a little bit of that red, which looks good with that, and that is how you coordinate your colours. And then you put it over the top, and this is holding that down, and see, this is not quite being held down, but I'll go back over that with some, you know, some different colour. You get your DMCs and your cottons out, and you know, do some stitching and everything around it. So okay, yep. So this is pretty much a watch me stitch piece, this, okay, which a lot of them are anyway. Yeah, back onto the summer. Oh, no, got to go all the way around. So may have to go all the way through that, probably, just to make sure that that summer's being held down all the way through. There we go. Thank goodness we don't have to pull out the thing. Okay, I'm going to go down and then back up through there. There we go. So hard for you guys to see this because it's such a fine thread. So you can see my hands moving and where it's going, but you can't really see the actual thread, I don't think. Yep. And I may end up putting this over the back like that. So there you go. That's what we're going to be doing with that. Now, what I want to do with this, I'll just stitch that on like I've done here. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll put everything down. I might zoom back out again. Okay. No, that's in. I'll zoom back out. There we go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put everything down how I wanted it. Put that on there like that. And I'll come back when everything is stitched on, like when all those little pieces are stitched together. Autumn. So I need to put those two together. There we go, like that. And then this bit of fabric, even though it's got grey in it, it's still got a little bit, and so I'll have to stitch those two together. I'm going to put that there, and then the black's going to go underneath. I don't know, something like that anyway. There we go. So let's start. Yeah, I want to get to the point where these are, so I'll have to go off camera, get these stitched, and so I'm going to come back probably on the next one and, you know, do some buttons and do stitching in between, like, you know, even do seed stitch in here. You can fill it up as much as you like or as little as you like. I like it. I like the way it's looking. Okay guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Hopefully this was informative, and yeah, I do apologize about the previous video. Once I've actually, because the joy is really standing out, and so once I've done the back stitch on those ones, that'll stand out a little bit more too. So I may only have one more video, which may even be showing you the little pieces that are left. Very nice. Okay guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.